Hi, welcome to drillingcontractor.org. This is Linda Shea reporting from the 2017 IADC Advanced Rig Technology Conference in Amsterdam. Joining me today is Andrew Bruce, CEO of Data Gumbo. Andrew, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for your time.
So you said in your presentation at the conference today that the current model for data sharing in our industry is broken. Can you elaborate on why you think that is?
Yeah, certainly, because the data is held in multiple different systems from multiple different vendors. And if you're trying to do anything interesting on the rig, then you need to be able to get access to that data. And you've got multiple different people who think they own the data. And so we have to try and figure out how do we streamline the flow of data, make sure it's available in a secure way.
So you also said that data ownership right now is governed primarily by contracts. So how do you think contractual terms are going to evolve in the future?
I'm not sure if the contractual terms will change, but I think that the data sharing and the data management is going to evolve. The data ownership is defined by the contract, but I believe that the data sharing model is going to evolve. It's in everybody's interest to make these rigs as efficient as possible. So we have to evolve into a way that companies can securely define who has access to what data or what applications have access to what data. And so the contractual owners need a mechanism to be able to say, I will provide data, access to this piece of data, to this application, or to this person, or to this company, or specifically an individual, so that everybody can start to derive more value than we're getting today.
And what alternative models do you see on the horizon for data sharing?
What we're seeing actually is we're seeing the companies are starting to really look at smart contracts and the blockchain smart contracts as ways of getting compensated for actual performance. So one of the premises behind Data Gumbo was that there are efficiencies on the rigs, which I think everybody is aware of, efficiency gains, but how do you compensate the contractors for making the investments to make those efficiency gains? The discussions we're having is using blockchain to guarantee execution of pre-agreed terms and pre-agreed payment terms. That protects the operators because the operators only pay for performance as actually done, and it protects the contractors because they get paid for the actual work, the improvements that are made, so they can get investments from their boards to improve the rigs, which is in the best interest of everybody. So the blockchain guarantees execution of pre-agreed terms, and that's where we're seeing it going very fast.
Andrew, can you briefly tell us what blockchain is?
Blockchain is actually the technology behind things like cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. Of course, we're not suggesting that we have some kind of a cryptocurrency. It would be kind of strange paying in Gumbo bucks, for example. But there's aspects of the blockchain which are very interesting. So the distributed ledger enables you to have the same transaction shared between Data Gumbo and the operator and the contractor. That's why the blockchain is interesting, because it does provide protection to all the participants in the transaction.
Well, thank you, Andrew, for joining me today and for telling us about data ownership and sharing issues.
Well, thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it.
And thank you, viewers, for joining us on drillingcontractor.org.